say, okay, you have two options. You can slow down really, really slow and piss them off as much as possible. Sometimes there's three, but I never choose the third option. The third option would be, slam on the brakes, see if they hit your car, and then do something after that. But the other option I have is just to ignore it, which is always very difficult. I had to do that yesterday. Yesterday I was just like, there was this person on Java Road, and they were tailgating me. I was just like, all right, look, you can just... And like I kept saying to myself, I'm like, I really, really want to get angry right now because sometimes it just feels good to get a little angry at those people. And I was just like, this is not your problem today. You need to go to the bookstore and you need to get these books for classes. That's what you need to do. You need to go. And this guy just was like really close. And so I kept juggling between, what do I do? Do I slam on my brakes? No, wait, I yell out him through the window. No, I just flip him a bird. I take the strength that's in my cup holder, I throw it out my window. No, but I didn't do any of that shit. I just kept driving. It was very disappointing. And once the person drove past me and I saw them swerve their head looking at me, I was just like, oh, you looked at me like that? And I had I turned on to Highland from Joppa, and I was just like, what if I stop right here? I just pull Yui and chase after that guy and I do the same thing to him. Sometimes I like doing that.
You guys okay? Need more water? Or are you good?
Yes, please. Thank you. Man, I love driving. Okay, well, that's not entirely accurate.
You have to wear to Paris
What?
You drank like 15 jugs of water.
Yeah, I wonder how many ounces that was of water.
I must have like the weakest bladder in the world because if I drank that much water, I can't even imagine. Maybe it's because I don't work it out. You work out?
A little bit, here and there.
I mean, this is my workout. This is the most exercise I get.
Thank you. I guess I will have to wear pants tonight. But I don't know. If I keep this up, if I keep drinking this. So I do like driving. But the truth is, it's fun to drive. Like when I'm in the countryside, I'm going like 60, 70 on the highway or whatever, the windows open, listening to music, cool scenery and everything. But if I'm driving around here and I'm just driving, happy, it's not as good, it's not as much fun as when I'm driving angry. I mean, when I drive angry, I don't drive like, twisting the wheel all over the place and like fuck you, buddy, fuck you. But it's when that one little person gets right behind me that I just like, all right, flip a switch, I feel much better right now. I can drive aggressive. Or I don't. Most of the time I don't. But some of the times
you turn into Magneto?
Sometimes I just, I think to myself, I see somebody, riding my tail, and I just, sometimes I'll hit the, especially at night when they can see it more, my brake lights, I'll tap the brakes a little bit so that hopefully they'll slow down. If they don't do that, then I'll start thinking, okay, Magneto, pull up, and I just imagine pulling this person up into the sky and just throwing them into the middle of the woods. But you know what's funny? It always happens whenever I'm driving on Falls Road, actually. Not Joppa, Falls Road.
Name Falls Road?
Well, because when I'm going home or I'm leaving home, around Hillside or that restaurant they have there, whatever it is. I don't know. Near the Atwaters on Falls Road. People are dicks around there. They're really big pains in the asses. And, yeah.
You have a film class?
This is what semester? Mm-hmm. I am taking one film class. I'm taking film writing. And then I'm taking 3 literature courses.
Do you have anything that's gonna include you doing a movie?
I signed up originally. What happened?
No, we thought we need a sleep under there. Sometimes we didn't know if we needed to drop together.
Oh, okay. Thought maybe there was a rat, mouse or rat,
huh?
Or a hamster. I don't know.
You had a hamster?
No, I wasn't sure if they saw some type of little rodent.
Oh God, no!
That's what I thought you were.
If I saw a rodent, I'd be like. I cannot conceive
No, I was signed up for a film production class, but it would have been 6. I'm taking 5 classes. It originally was 6. But I said to myself, between the 3 literature classes, film writing, 1 physical science lab, and film production, it's going to be way too much. Plus, I have to shoot for the film production class. I have to shoot 6 3-minute short films and a final project, which I don't know what that is. But we also mess around with Final Cut Pro, which is a lot of work. I've used that before, and it's a pain in the ass. But
Have you ever thought about acting in any of these?
a little bit.
Do you think that you'd be better acting, or do you think you'd be better just like doing
You know what's funny? I still do this. I've been doing this for a long time. I get in front of the mirror sometimes. If I'm like frustrated one day with something, or I feel like going on that tangent, like going down that road of like, all right, let's play out a scenario, like what I think might happen. I'll get in front of my mirror and I'll start acting out shit. I can do a lot of.
Would you care to show me?
No.
Why not?
I can.
I'll be the mirror. I'll be you.
Like, well, there are things that I can do that like actors can do that like certain things.
I'll be you. I'll be you.
I can do certain things on cue that I won't say what they are, but they're what.
I'll be you. I'll be your mirror. I just think it'd be funny. You know what I mean?
Maybe, yeah. I've always thought about acting a lot. That little piece of shit tattoo that I have right there. The reason I never got it covered up or like,
And for someone who hates astrology, you sure love it on your chest.
I actually hate this one the most. I prefer this little piece of shit over this thing right here. Because that guy like messed it up. Yeah, well, I was supposed to just get an artist that was like had experience under his belt, like several years, and then I got there and they said, "You're gonna be working with like Jimbo or whatever the fuck his name is," and he's been working on tattoos for 4 months or something. I don't know. All I know is that whoever I had to get that tattoo done had very little experience, and I did not like that. But then 2 of the tattoos, the Walrus and the Crash Bandicoot, that guy had like 8 years or something like that.
How about the
Maybe a little bit.
Belly?
Cocapelli, that was done by a guy who had a lot of years experience, but that's such a plain looking Cocapelli.
Yeah, I know. I keep telling you, it looks like a guy holding a black cock in his mouth.
You're not the first person to say that.
I know. I'm pretty much the only guy who says it all the time, though.
John, all the time. If I'm wearing shorts, John's just like, Ted, we're going to like an all white bar, and how are they going to feel, or like an all black bar? How are they going to feel that white guy sucking on a black dick?
That's hilarious. So tell me more about this acting. Since you won't show me what it is, tell me about it.
Oh man, I can do I just like acting. I like it a lot. I admire people who do it, whether in the theater or
On a movie?
film. Yeah.
Well, you can't show me like, hey! A good piece from a movie.
Jay, it's like dancing. I don't like dancing unless I'm by myself, or I think I'm by myself.
I was like masturbating.
Like, I dance like a motherfucking champion when I'm by myself, and I get really into it, and I improvise a lot.
I do.
Like, all the time.
Motherfucking
Especially,
champion.
like, seriously,
I asked Christopher, he's still
Like,
listening
seriously?
to it, but I think he stood there and just watched.
the one song that I always dance to, whenever I feel like dancing, and like, sometimes I'll do that. Sometimes I'll do that before, like, I start working out. And I'll play, what is it? Don't Stop Me Now by Queen. That is the song that gets me into dancing. Like,
How about
literally,
Will You Dance with
it
Bo?
has to be the first song that I listen to before anything else. If I'm gonna dance, I have to listen to Don't Stop Me Now by Queen.
Does Lindsay ever catch you doing this? For Curry?
Lindsay's caught me singing a couple of times. And it's all Pearl Jam. And then she caught me singing. Oh shit! She did catch me last Christmas singing "Little Drummer Boy." But that was really bad. That was a really embarrassing day. Other than that, though, she really hasn't really. I mean, dancing? Curry called me dancing once. But it's not even, I don't even know if it's a song you can dance to. Have you guys ever heard of Spanish Flea by Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass?
Can I get anything out of the way for you?
No. Never.
Well, I'm done with these.
With these. Leave that.
Thank you.
Are you ready for the check, or you want me to wait?
Sure.
All right, I'll bring it out. Just rent in the back on time.
Okay.
But, so, it was Spanish Flea. It was when Poe was in my room one day.
Did you dance with Poe?
And Poe was just kind of like, looking around my room. He's always, whenever I have like a plastic bag, yesterday I had a plastic bag full of books and he's just looking all through it and everything. And so every now and then he'll like wander around my room, he'll investigate things. And this one day I started playing Spanish Flea and I started dancing in front of Poe. And Poe, like I said earlier, just stared at me the entire time, unflinching, just staring at me.
What does he do? Like,
he just like if I start moving around, like he'll just stare at me the entire time.
right.
And I think at one point I might have reached down and tried to pull his arms up so that he was standing up, and Curry like walked into the room, and I was really embarrassed because I'm very embarrassed dancing in front of people. So when I was dancing to the song, and Curry walked into the room, and I like damn near immediately like just stopped and like plopped down on my bed. It was just like he didn't walk into my bedroom, but he like my door was open, and I didn't think he was awake yet. I think it was on weekend, and he walked into the family room. I saw him, and I like just stopped.
No,
It's a great song to dance to, though. Wait, is this wrong?
No. You just haven't paid yet. You were in the middle of a story.
Yeah. Very important.
This is a great story.
It is, yeah. You got to play that song with Spanish Flea. It's a good song. It's an old song. From maybe 50 years old. Probably.
I will play it at some point.
Play it right now.
You want me to play it now?
I tried playing it, but I don't know if I have internet access.